Hello everybody! You know me. Okay, no you don't, but you know who I am. I'm Issa J. And as always, for our predictions and discussions, I'm joined by...
the Small Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion of Picking, Liam Landry.
Yours truly, DJ. Hi.
Francesca Bettinelli.
And this is our prediction video for Wrestle Mania!
And yeah.
And I don't know why you're making a face. I am the champion of picking. That's the whole point of this.
But still, you're adding words.
Oh, sorry, Mister.
You have room to talk.
You're talking
Shit.
about someone adding words
Hey, I took off those words a long time ago.
when you lost the belt.
Shut up. Anyways,
Bye.
let's get right down to it and start making our predictions. First match of the night, well, not of the night, but first match we're going to do is going to be the men's battle royale. This is a special one. We have who do you think and who do you want, which gives you an option for multiple points if you pick only one person.
You can get two.
Liam, start us off.
Okay, for this one, I picked Woken, Matt Hardy, and I also picked Elias.
Ooh, damn.
Pretty interchangeable to think to want. I mean, I think for Elias, they've always done stuff with pushing him, always like putting him in big matches and winning matches. So there's stuff with that. But with Woken, Matt Hardy, I think he's the only one in this that really would have a storyline. Where I'm thinking of a Woken Bray Wyatt coming in and basically assisting him, helping him win, to set up something with them, and that could end up battling out later or working as a team later. I don't know. Either that or probably interfere with this match, which would be the exact opposite. But I'm just saying, that's the only thing that I see with a storyline coming from this.
Yeah, I picked Elias and no, you don't have to tell them who's in it.
Basically, we can say that both of us are picking with Elias.
Yes. My
Oh, we
brain
have the one.
is
So you going with
not.
Elias for two?
No, I'm not. I have one more. My brain just stopped working.
You got.
Ziggler.
Oh my gosh. I have Ziggler and Elias. I think with Ziggler coming back, there's a possibility that they wanted to give him something since they didn't give him anything. They didn't give him Royal Rumble. They didn't give him the championship, Fastlane. So they want to give him something. Why not give him this, even though it's not that big of a deal? Mojo Rawley. But
Every single winner.
Every single winner has done crap since they won it. Excuse me.
That's what I said,
But
but I said it in a more PG way. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Elias, like Liam said, they like giving him big matches. They need to finally see him win. So we'll see what goes there.
Alright, I got Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin. Yes, I am a SmackDown guy, and yes, I did pick two SmackDown guys, but I think Baron Corbin could be the first guy to win it twice in a row. Dolph Ziggler he was gone for 7 weeks, he came back, hasn't missed a lick. He's looked really good, awesome, and he's going to win it Sunday. Got it.
I picked who I want was Zack Ryder because I still woo. And who I think is actually Dolph Ziggler. I think, like Issa said, he hasn't really been seen as much since Royal Rumble after him coming back, and I think it's time for him to start to get more of a push.
but even to that, I think you also have to think of the idea of continuing trends. So
Yeah. All right, DJ, what's the next match?
Well, the first match was the women's, which we just skipped over.
No, we did the
No.
men's. So
We just
that's
did the
that's
men's.
the
Oh,
women's.
what's
That's the
the
women's.
Okay,
now.
sorry, the women's.
The
Yeah.
women's.
The women's battle royale, first ever.
I'm also going to say they've had women's Royale matches at WrestleMania before, so I don't. It was an atrocious one, I know, but they still had.
That's what they're saying. It's the first ever, so
let
it's
them
not,
think. Let them think. That
let them go with it. We
WWE
have
knows they
basically
suck at continuity.
Banks, Lynch, Morgan, Naomi,
don't have to
We
go
don't
Natalia.
have to go through
Don't
the
go
line.
through
We're just
everything.
going through our picks. We don't have that time. We don't
Yeah,
have
you
that
do.
luxury.
Oh yeah,
I
you do.
have. I want to see Sonya Deville win this one. I actually do, because out of all of Absolution, she's the one who's gonna come out okay, because of course Paige is injured and Mandy Rose is not that good in the ring, and they don't really treat her that well. All the wins have been given to Sonya, so if anyone's getting pushed from them, it's her. And I think they're gonna give it to Becky, because I guess my second pick, my other option, Becky Lynch hasn't done a lot lately, so they need to push her back into the forefront of everyone's mind again. So give it to Becky Lynch, because she is a last kicker.
I think Natalia's gonna win it. She's been fighting Charlotte the last couple of weeks. What better way to keep her momentum going than, I don't know why she's been fighting Charlotte, to be honest. She won 1 week and she lost 1 week. So what better way to give her her third win per se, and push her into fighting Charlotte for the title again and winning this match. So
All right, Francesca.
okay.
I want Bailey to win because it's Bailey. I will always say I want Bailey to win. But I kind of agree with Issa with Becky. I honestly think I was just tired of thinking about it, and I just put down a name. I don't really have a reason behind Becky, so good luck and Godspeed.
Don't laugh. That's how they pick these things in the management.
Yeah.
We just throw a name out of a hat.
I went with realistically the only storyline, the only thing that really matters in this is Sasha Banks Bailey. So that's what I went with my picks both ways, Bailey or Sasha Banks. Either an idea of cementing Sasha Banks as a heel by working with Bailey most of the match and then throwing her over at last minute and winning, or having Bailey end up winning, throwing Sasha Banks out, and that leads to her being so angry that some way down the road she attacks Bailey with the trophy, the very suggestive trophy, I should say, and then having that feud. But realistically, that's the only thing that's really coming from this. So.
All right, Francesca. What's the next match?
The Cruiserweight title.
Yes, the Cruiserweight title.
Mustafa.
I don't have the
There you go.
Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander.
Yeah.
Thanks, Liam. All right,
Yeah, I
DJ,
wasn't
you
the one
started.
with the list,
Yeah,
so
she
why
was
would
the one that
I-
was
but
supposed
why
to
would
do
I
it.
have to
I
say
picked.
It's WrestleMania. We all get to do it.
I don't watch.
that?
I didn't have the list.
I don't watch 205 Live. I'm not a big fan of 205 Live, really. But I picked Cedric Alexander, I guess, because what I have seen of 205 Live is Cedric Alexander mostly, and he's a really good fighter. I like him, and I would love to see him win the title.
Yeah, I also picked Cedric Alexander. He's just great in the ring. I love watching his matches. So, yeah.
I guess you're gonna be the odd one out picking Ali, Mustafa Ali. But the thing is this: you strike when the fire's hot, and he's really hot right now. Crowds really eat him up, and it's like every single person other than him that reviews 205 Live is really hot on him, and it's like I heard a really great example the other day. It was like both guys are doing like A+, but Mustafa's kind of coming with extra credit with his promos and vignettes and backstage segments, and that extra credit will help him get him over and give him the championship.
Yeah, I picked Cedric Alexander because I just don't like the match style booking of Mustafa's matches as of late. I think Cedric is so much better in the ring, way more fluid, and he has been screwed over 5 times on this championship win. He needs to win it. It has to be him. So I have to go Cedric.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
the
like,
right choice.
one of the things to think about is you don't like his style because that's basically the same style of Cena and Reigns in a lot of times. And that just kind of shows you that it is the formula that they like.
Yeah.
Right, now it's Francesca's turn.
Why? I don't have a list.
It's right in front of your
Just
face.
Okay,
Just
next
memorize
is
it.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
For the WWE Universal Championship.
Yeah.
You go first.
Obviously Reigns. Okay, next.
Yeah, I picked Reigns because Liam told me Dana White said he's probably going back to UFC. So there you go.
Reigns is going back to UFC.
I didn't know he was in it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Lesnar. Sorry,
Cool.
not Reigns. Lesnar is going back to UFC.
I picked Reigns because it has been rumored since last Royal Rumble that he was going to get the title this year.
Last Royal.
Well, the Royal Rumble before last.
This is
My bad.
This is literally 4 years in the making. This is the fourth time that Roman Reigns is going to be crowned as the guy at a WrestleMania. The first time they ended up cutting that out and going with Seth Rollins, but every other time, that's been him crowned as the guy. So, they follow trends. Depending on what, going up or going down,
All right.
Let's just hope they don't boo the main event at this.
Next match.
I hope this is not the main event, though.
It is the main event.
All right, the next match is going to be AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and
We all have styles.
well, they don't know that, right, Liam? Who do you have?
I went with AJ Styles. The reason being is I don't think they put as much effort in Nakamura in the main
Roster.
main roster, yes. As much as I hate to say it, I don't know if they look at Nakamura as the guy to go out and do interviews, which is what some of the champion has to do. And I've heard he actually speaks a lot better English than what they allow him to do in WWE for whatever reason, but I don't know, they put a lot more behind AJ Styles. Nakamura, wasn't it at least fairly clean losing to Jinder? And it's like,
Yeah.
they clearly don't believe in him that much, and they're just kind of giving the fans, the fans of technical wrestling something to be happy about.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I've been watching SmackDown the last few weeks, and all he really says is, since the Royal, he's been saying this since the Royal Rumble. What I'm going to do to everybody in the Royal Rumble? Need a face. After you win the Royal Rumble, what is he going to do to AJ Styles? Need a face. That's it. They don't let him say much. Like Liam said, he's not that great on interviews. So,
I'm not saying that.
what
I'm-
WWE lets him do,
I'm
right?
saying that I don't think they're going to look at him as the guy to do that.
And I agree with
And
you.
I'm saying like general interviews, like going on to the local news network and stuff.
Right. I agree.
Well, yeah, there are two major marquee championship matches that feature Japanese wrestlers, fantastic Japanese wrestlers, and I think this is the match where they're not gonna go with the Japanese wrestler Shinsuke. I picked AJ Styles because I feel like Liam said, they don't see him as the guy. If Shinsuke wins, I will pop so loud because ever since I watched his match against Naito that one time, I've been a huge fan. So yeah, AJ Styles I think is gonna win.
Yeah, I also picked AJ Styles. I think, I do love watching Shinsuke in the ring. He's a great wrestler, but I just don't think they're gonna give it to him. So I picked AJ, and I do also love AJ Styles. So
All right. Next match is triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. Your champion, The Miz, versus Rollins and Baylor.
Finn Balor.
Finn, okay,
You can go first.
this one was really hard just because they're so good in the ring, all three of them, and it's like, where are they going with this match? But I ended up just going with my heart and saying Finn Balor. Okay.
Now, I do agree with you on that. After thinking it over, I did pick The Miz, by the way, but I could see him giving it to Finn Balor just because he needs to win another title. Why he gave up the Universal one was because he was hurt, not because they wanted to take it away from him. But I think I just picked wrong, but I'm going with The Miz because as long as The Miz has been in WWE, he has lost the title only to go do a movie and then win it right back when he comes back. So, unless he's going to do a movie, he's not losing.
Well, I don't think that's why he wouldn't be losing or winning, but I also picked The Miz because I want to see him not only break that record, but and not only because he's awesome, but because he's earned so much. He has gone through so much growth since he joined the WWE all those years ago. He is probably one of the biggest growing superstars WWE has ever had. Bigger and better than John Cena, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see him retain. And like if Shinsuke wins, if Miz wins, I'm popping loud. It's gonna be a good time.
I would go and say that I also picked The Miz, and I just
Okay.
just
Okay.
felt like I don't know. I don't think they're really going other directions with it.
A better chance.
They don't really feel that Finn Balor is over. You know that it's always been rumors with that, and I don't know. It's just I will say disregarding that. I'll go into the fact that I think it would be a great time for him to redo one of his older promos when I guess he was the champ. Oh, it was when he went from the backstage area to the actual ring, doing a promo the whole way through about his struggle. Now I think it would actually get over a bunch more now than it did back then.
Oh, wow.
And in my opinion, I think this is going to be match of the night. Yes, AJ versus Shinsuke is probably going to steal the show,
Yeah.
but I think this one is a great contender. If not the best, at least the second.
I think you're just giving different categories. Like this one's gonna be the match of the show, but this one's gonna steal the night.
Mm-hmm. Next match.
It's the Thing versus One Tour.
Come on, next match, please. No, she didn't want to Steve Ludley.
The Alexa.
No, the one before it.
Randy Orton versus. This is gonna be the U.S. title match. Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal versus Rusev. And I will say it's happening on Rusev Day.
Yes,
So
it is on
I
Rusev
may
Day.
change
Yes.
people's opinions.
So we have to. Oh man, it does. It makes me wanna. It does change my opinion in a way because it'd be the happiest Rusev Day ever if he does become champion once again. However, I picked Bobby Roode because they only gave Randy Orton the championship because they give him the whole. So they're just going back and forth with it, and then they're gonna have a rubber match on the backlash. So I think it's gonna be Bobby Roode taking this one.
I will say that I also picked Bobby Roode. And the reason is that I think they took the title off of him to also set up an idea of turning him heel, which he should have been to begin with. But what I was hearing from what happened on SmackDown was like in the aftermath, there was a point where he was handing the title to Randy Orton, but he didn't want to kind of let go, kind of almost teasing that heel turn. So I think a heel Bobby Roode winning the title, setting up another match at Backlash, like Issa was saying.
Why would you let your, I guess, biggest competitor of the last decade lose the title after just winning it? That's why I picked Orton.
Yeah, I was really kind of in between. I would love to see Bobby win, but I know that doesn't count apparently for this match. But
No, it doesn't. We voted on it. It doesn't count.
But I picked Brandy.
And Francesca, you may want to like tilt over a little bit. You're kind of off camera.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
well.
better.
So the next match is Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. I actually picked Nia Jax.
Ooh, that's a shot.
I just feel like they've been doing more with her on Raw. I would like to see her, I think, more as a face than a heel, and I think this is a great way to push her. So
I went with Alexa because
Ooh, what a shot, man.
I know everything they've done with Nia Jax has been pathetic.
Wow, I disagree with that statement.
I'm not gonna say okay. I won't say pathetic because
The
everything
last
they
month you haven't even been watching Raw. It's been fantastic. Her face turn I've been begging for about a few months now. I've been. I
why would you have two faces fight for the title?
Bliss
Bliss
is a
is a heel.
heel.
True. Duh.
Nia Jax, and then Shinsuke AJ. They're both faces. Anyways, I really want to see Nia win and go over and have a face run because she deserves so much. She has earned so much, and her winning against, of course, with the storyline that they're doing right now, would just have so many body positive messages for all women out there. I want to see Nia win. It's the right decision.
Yeah, Nia is going to win. It's a very obvious setup for it, and a lot of people made references from, what I've seen online, references back to Triple H versus Booker T, and how it was very obvious that the racial undertones were supposed to get Booker winning and then change it last minute, but they gotta also remember that's Alexa Bliss, not Triple H, and that I'm sure she definitely wants to see the championship go to her best friend. So it's like that's the most obvious setup.
Alright, the next match we have is The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus versus Braun Strowman and a to-be-determined opponent. I guess we'll find out.
you think you missed one?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well, we'll come back to that one then.
Okay.
And that's for the Raw Tag Team titles, with Cesaro and Sheamus your champions.
I'll start this one off, everybody.
All right.
And I think it's going to be Strowman versus
What's his face?
what?
Bar.
The Bar.
Good prediction there.
Wait.
I think Strowman is going to win with his mystery partner, and
What if he doesn't have a partner?
He
just
does.
does it by handicap.
He does.
No, I know.
He does. It's
I
already
wouldn't
been
be
set up.
happy if it was
I
just-
think, like I said, I think
That would be
Strowman
screwed
will
over.
win with his mystery partner. I think it'd be really interesting if his mystery partner is Big Cass, soon to be called
Colin Cassidy.
Colin Cassidy. I've been predicting Colin and Braun for a while now, so I think WWE has been using all my ideas as of recently. So keep going and keep doing that.
They're especially using this idea of having Mustafa Ali be in the finals of the Cruiserweight tournament. No, they didn't?
No, it'd have
I
been.
guess
it would've
they're
been-
not using all your ideas.
I think most of my ideas. It would have been Buddy.
Peace.
It'd have been Buddy Murphy versus Cedric, because that'd have been a fantastic match.
That's my gimmick.
Yeah, gimmick infringement.
You
Bro.
want to go next? Or somebody go next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay.
Since it was
I'm picking the Bar on this one, and the only really reason I'm doing it is because the greatest Royal Rumble ever in Saudi Arabia, it was already advertised as they were going to have a Raw Tag Team match for the championship, the Raw Championship, a ladder match between the Bar and the Hardy Boys. So if that advertisement is correct, then either the Hardy Boys would have to be a last minute entry and win, or the Bar wins.
What?
So
Wait.
Yeah.
We might have the Hardy
Aren't they
Boys.
all woken now?
Wait,
Because
I don't think it's
Jeff Hardy came out as Brother Nero, and Matt Hardy's been woken for
yeah. I mean,
quite a
maybe
long
the
time.
Woken Hardys.
Okay,
I
that's
mean,
so
either
weird.
way, they just said the Hardy Boys.
They did it last year, so I could see it happening again.
But anyways,
It's okay, don't worry about
All
it.
right.
Who are you going with?
I was going with Strowman and whoever.
TBD.
Yeah, TBD. I just think it's time to. I don't know. I don't see the Bar retaining, unfortunately. Yeah, I would love if his partner was Big Show. I want Big Show to wrestle again. I miss him so much.
Yep.
Okay, continue.
All right, and I picked
Can
the
I
ball.
also say that I think the TBD is going to be Big Show as well.
Really?
That's what I'm kind of feeling.
So
I-
I'm not the only one.
Like he's already signed a 5-year contract to come back with the company,
Okay.
and I've seen him in I think a Snapchat pretty recently when he was like out to exercise, and he said he's going to be making a big return soon. So
And I went with the Bar. The Bar's going to retain. Thank you very much.
why do you think that is? Is it because of the greatest Royal Rumble or Battle Royale, whatever they call it?
Yeah.
I think it's the greatest Royal Rumble.
Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Good.
All right,
What?
and then we have for the SmackDown.
Well, I was saying in the greatest Royal Rumble, they already advertised the match between the Bar and the Hardy Boys for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, so anyways, it's
Thank you.
going to be the SmackDown Women's Championship match is the next prediction, and it's going to be Asuka versus the champion Charlotte Flair. And
I'll go first.
Okay.
I have Charlotte Flair winning, but I have Carmella cashing in.
no, you didn't predict that, but
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't put that in there, and I thought about it afterwards, so it doesn't count as an extra point, but I don't really care. I still think Carmella's going to cash in. She's been trying for weeks, hasn't worked, and I think Asuka's going to knock her out so hard that Carmella will cash in and win. I don't need the extra point to win.
I also picked Flair. I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, I this is so difficult. Okay, continue.
The only way I see Flair winning is if they do a Seth Rollins type thing with Carmella coming in as the Seth Rollins to take the pin, because I don't think they're going to give the pin up, for Asuka. But I think it's going to be Asuka's champion because all the rumors suggest that they're going to go into next race, WrestleMania 35, as a undefeated Ronda Rousey versus an undefeated Asuka.
What?
that would make my heart hurt. and
That would
sad.
be so stupid. But okay.
I picked Asuka because I feel like if she does lose, more fans are gonna hate on it, and people are already calling Charlotte Flair the Triple H of the women's locker room right now. So I think Asuka's gonna win this one. I hope to all hope that she's gonna win this one.
All
Liam,
right.
you're next.
Who?
Liam.
The tag team titles on SmackDown.
Okay, so the next match is the tag team titles on SmackDown, as DJ was saying. Now it's between the Usos, the Bludgeon Brothers, and the New Day. I'll start off first by saying I'm picking the Bludgeon Brothers because obviously.
And I'm picking the Bludgeon Brothers as well because they've been pushed the last 4 weeks or however long it's been since before the Royal Rumble. Basically, since the last SmackDown pay-per-view before the Royal Rumble.
I also picked the Bludgeon Brothers,
Why?
like Liam said, because obviously.
Okay.
And I didn't.
Woo!
I picked the New Day
Good.
because screw
Day
the
rocks.
Bludgeon Brothers, screw this whole storyline, screw it.
PG.
Come on.
Did that is so PG.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. but
That's
okay.
definitely enough screw-ups to make PG-13.
Come on.
Anyways, I don't like it. I want they should have been the New Day. Should have been the New Day, and I'm picking the New Day because I'm a rebel.
All right, and next.
Also,
match-
they said screw it in Power Rangers. So if they
Next
say
matches?
Power Rangers, I can
That's
say
why I
it.
say enough. You know, you get a limited number of times you can
No,
say
number 12.
stuff.
I'm just looking.
Okay.
All right, it's going to be Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, and it's going to be Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle winning.
No.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yes, it is.
No.
Because why would you have your biggest signee recently lose?
It'd be funny as heck if she lost, though. They'll definitely
Oh, this-
smack her
And
with
I just
someone
want to
else.
say something.
But
On
she's
ESPN, a couple days after she signed, she was freaking horrible. When they asked her about UFC, she didn't even have a fake answer made up of why she didn't want to talk about it. It was just horrible. So, if she ever does become champion, I feel sorry for her.
Well, that guy was asking her about time travel. It was pretty weird.
That was funny as heck. All right, last match, I think.
Wait! I'm the only one that went. You went up. They didn't say.
No?
We all said duh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Alright.
Did you want to add anything, Francesco?
Duh.
Okay, thank you. Last match of the night, I'll just get over and say Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon versus.
Cammy.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
just going to get him over.
That's Sami Zayn and
Kevin.
Kevin Owens, or as they're known right now on the Twitter sphere, Kevin Steen and El Generico once again.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
When they got fired, they
Change their
switched
name.
everything out.
That's
Okay.
very disrespectful for Sami Zayn to go in and take the name of a dead wrestler, El Generico, as his Twitter handle, okay?
Hey, he's just honoring.
Just pretending to be him, that's not cool.
And we all picked Daniel
Not
Bryan,
cool.
correct?
No.
No.
Oh, I picked Daniel Bryan, sorry.
I
Okay,
picked
so
Daniel
DJ
and
just won.
Shane.
Liam?
I also picked Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon.
And if
Because-
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, they will be rehired to SmackDown. If not, they're fired.
See, I don't want them to go. I mean, I would love to have them on Raw and review their matches on Raw, but there's not much they can do there. There's not much that they would do there.
Right.
I think that they need like a proper feud with the U.S. title or against the U.S. title, as maybe Kevin as a face and Sammy as a heel doing his own thing for the WWE title. That would be amazing. Sammy versus Shinsuke again. That's a great matchup. I pick Sammy and Kevin because I think their time in SmackDown is not over yet, at all.
I do agree with you, but why would you let Daniel... I don't think they're leaving SmackDown. There's going to be some weird way to come back to SmackDown. But why would you let the guy who won WrestleMania 30, both titles, before he retired,
What better way?
come back and win? Why would you let him lose?
What better way to give the most heat to Kevin and Sammy by making them not only beat Daniel, but cheat to beat Daniel? And then not only that, what better way to get Shane and Daniel win? You know what? You're not GM anymore. Fine, I'm going to Raw. Because I want Daniel Bryan on Raw.
He will not be on Raw, thank you very much. What can he do on Raw?
Wrestle.
Anyways,
Great matches.
Alright.
Become
Anyway.
Universal Champion.
Alright, that's the...
I'd be okay if he was GM of Raw.
Also, there's a perfect setup between Daniel Bryan versus The Miz that was built on Talking Smack a couple of years ago.
That is true.
Anyways, yeah, going Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon because I feel that they're gonna move the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to Raw, and of course, WrestleMania isn't the time for building heat. It's the time for people to be happy and go home happy.
That's why you let Rusev win.
Except it's Roman. Except when it's Roman or Rusev.
That's why you let.
But beyond that, it's the time where they intentionally go and give the faces wins, and just to have people be happy and go home happy. It's not really. They use other pay-per-views for things like getting people heat and stuff like that, but not WrestleMania, not as much.
But I think there's
It'll be such a backlash to the network sales, because I'm sure the network sales are going to be going up as people are finding out about Daniel Bryan coming back.
Well, I mean,
And
even...
a lot of people will leave if Daniel Bryan loses his first match.
You get 3 months of the network for $9.99, so...
I mean,
So-
they're still leaving.
So, anyways, there is one more match that has not been confirmed, that has not been made, but everyone is speculating, and I am dreading Undertaker versus John Cena. I don't want it at all, but if it happens, Undertaker.
Undertaker.
I'm also picking Undertaker, but I also don't want it. I thought Undertaker should have retired
Mm-hmm.
by now. And I thought he did retire.
Especially after his hip replacement.
So it was really weird that they did this and all. And but what if y'all think there is the match? What Undertaker do y'all think we'll get? I want to think.
Possibly the same.
I
I think it's going to be the same Undertaker we got at Raw 25th anniversary.
You're gonna get this.
I kind of want to think it'll just be a stripped down, no longer Undertaker, just Mark Calloway, Mark Calloway, coming in, just fighting one on one, and he'd be like, I put my hood up. I put my head up. I put my jacket up. You know, I'm not Undertaker anymore. If we're having anything,
Or he just walks out and Wrestle Mania, John Cena's in the crowd. I was like, what the heck? But he's not in Undertaker garb, like you said. But then he's just like, hello, I am Mark Calloway. Undertaker is retired. And then he just leaves. And then flicks off John Cena, because screw you, Cena.
that's PG, right?
Yeah.
Because we're figures.
So until next week,
I mean, bloody Stone Cold Steve Austin flicked off
no, no.
both Vince and Shane at 25th anniversary.
Well, what's the idea if we get a American Badass gimmick though?
It's one a lot of people are voting for, hoping for, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Well,
But what are y'all opinions about what Undertaker will get?
I don't really
Well,
care.
Wait a minute, what?
I'm not looking forward to it.
He already said it.
American Badass?
Yeah.
You can say that.
Since
Danny Bryan says you're gonna kick their asses.
yeah, but
American Bad Booty?
yeah, because
American Naughty Booty.
Because
Thank you.
That was bad PG.
Because what's his face? Kid Rock. It was just
Yeah.
And
They're-
so if they're gonna do it, I don't know if that's
John
that would
Cena
be
versus
something
Kid
to
Rock?
say. No.
But
Come on.
But also with it too, I think. Well, how about this? John Cena versus Undertaker, but it's Kevin Nash as fake Undertaker. Like,
I can see that.
no, that'd be bad because Kevin Nash is gonna get to one step and break his legs again. He also needs to retire for good. But anyways,
that's a definition of
already
need to
over.
and will.
Yeah. we're
Okay,
already-
But
Come
anyway,
on.
fine.
Come on, we're already
you guys need to calm bloody down. Dang
We're
it.
making entertainment here.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Thank
not-
you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Where do we find you, Liam?
At my house. But also you can follow me on Twitter at Liam_SWA.
You
Not
can
to his house.
you can follow me. You
Unless
can
bring
follow
presents.
You can follow me on Twitter at IsaJ_STP.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Francesca_SWA.
And just watch me on my videos during the week.
Alright. Give us those sexy likes, everybody.
And the unsexy ones.
Don't forget to
Right.
share to all of your friends.
And your enemies.
Subscribe and become a part of the Smarky family. And notify yourself. Hit that notification bell so that way you know when we go live.
Notify
Be-
yourself.
because when you see us next Sunday, we will be having our live podcast show weekly from 1 to 2 p.m. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and until next time, it will be awesome.
Keep it sweet.
Alright.